week, but here we are. What is it? June 8th, Thursday. And we're here for my weekly free with purchase class. And today, it's all about the DSP. The DSP Designer Series paper is currently on sale with Stampin' Up. 15% off on select. That's nearly all the DSP in the catalog, but select DSP. So we're only going to do a little bit of stamping with this timeless arrangement. So basically we're just stamping sentiments today. I went a little crazy with the layering in today's kit. So there's a lot of cardstock. It's a great value. There's also 4 cards in today's kit. So when you make a purchase of $35 or more, using my host code link in the description below, you will automatically get this card kit sent to you. Now there are no stamped images, but again, the only images in this kit are the sentiment. So you can grab any stamp set that you have with sentiments and just figure out what fits, and there you go. You don't even have to buy a new stamp set. Buy some of that DSP on 15% off, because that's what I'm doing. So and the DSP that we're using today is the Delightfully Eclectic, and you can find that on page 129 in the catalog. When I turn it down, I'll show it to you. It's so fun, and I hope you like today's cards. Oh, I was looking at something else, and it just I have my phone over here so I can see if I'm staying in frame or not, but it was showing something. It was showing last week's, and got me all confused for a second. Let me show you today's cards. Now remember, if you spend $50 or more using the host code link below, and this is by, you've got till Monday, June, we're not in July yet. Did I say July 8th? It's June 8th to June 12th. So today, Thursday, June 8th till Monday, June 12th at midnight. Make that order of $35 or more before shipping and tax. Get the kit, or mailed to your door, or spend $50 or more prior to shipping or tax, get the kit and get a free embellishment, which for this one will be the Tinsel Gem 3-pack. And I actually haven't put gems on these yet, as you can see. So this is the one that's probably got the least amount of DSP, I mean cardstock in it. And then this one has got a lot of layers. And it just stopped for a second. I hope I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I went a little nuts with the cardstock layering. And then this one, again, there's lots of layers in here. And this one, more layers. So let me tell you, I found this design on Pinterest, and there were several people who had done several different of the same layouts, and I don't know who to give credit to. So if you're the original person who did these layouts, it's actually a 6x6 one sheet wonder, but I've used all different ones. Okay, the measurements you get, you're going to get a PDF tutorial that's going to give you all these measurements and all the items used, you know, a whole supply list, step-by-step directions. And mostly it's all about cutting. There is a lot of cutting, but I do that for you with this kit, okay? But it's easy enough that you can replicate it yourself. Okay, I'm talking a lot. I've had a lot of caffeine because I've had very little sleep the last week or so. So let's turn this down and let me show you what we're talking about in the catalog. Let's just do a little, we got to flip this here. We'll do a little flip, another little flip, and then we'll just push this down. Whoops, not doing a good job. There we go. Let's see if I got this somewhat straight. Give it a minute. It's not perfect system, but it's working right now. So let me just move that catalog up a little bit, and this again is on the page 129 of the annual catalog. And let me just bring it up to the camera a little more, if you can see that. It's even got pretzels on it. But there's a lot of fun colors. This is a big paper pack, and let me get in frame. Oh my goodness. There's 48 sheets in this paper pack. So it's $30, but take off 15%, and that is how much you're paying for it. Now, when you join my team, you can get 20% off, or after you join with the starter kit, the next order you put in, you immediately get a 20% commission. When things are on sale, that means you're getting 20% like normal off, and then you're also getting the 15% off. So you're saving 35% on your paper right now. So if you want to join my team, I've put that link in there. We would love to have you. That was holding where the stamp set was. But if you don't know where the stamp set is, again, just go to the back, Timeless Arrangements, page 67. And if you are a first-time customer with me, then you will also receive this cute bookmark that I made. I'm going to make up a few more. I'm running low. And it's adorable. Okay, but you can use it to mark your pages. So this Timeless Arrangements, this is the little sentiment bundle I chose to use. You can use anything that fits on the die cuts, or you can make your own die cuts and just cut a square out and do what you want to do. Okie dokie. Let's get started. We got a lot to get through, and I'll try to make it snappy. It's just a lot of layering and gluing today. It's really not hard at all. So that's what makes this great, is number one, it's very easy to do. Number two, you're getting a really good value this week, because there's so much. Like I said, I went a little bit overboard because I made this same card kit for my monthly classes. So the people who are coming to my classes, they'll be getting this. And sometimes, you know, when I start creating, my heart just says, this is what we're doing. And so that's what we're doing. My dog is barking downstairs. I apologize for that. She barks at everything. Oh my gosh, I need that coffee today. Okay, so when you get your kit, you'll have 2 sets of all of this. All the butterflies will be die cut for you. There may still be bits in there. You're going to have to poke them out. I don't have time to poke everyone's butterflies, but there will be the butterfly. There'll be all these bits times 2 plus envelopes, okay? So some weeks I put in paper to decorate envelopes, but we're not doing that this week because we've got so much cardstock in here. And there are 4 cards this week. So this is a great value. So you're going to get a kit to make 8 cards, okay? So this is Bubble Bath, and honestly just one of my absolute favorite colors. And then we've got a little bit of DSP that's 5.5 by 2.5. And we're just going to put some glue on that. And look, even that side is really pretty too. Now, why did I use that side? Because I don't want it to be too busy. And I think if I put those 2 together, that gets a little bit busy. You probably could do that way, because that would look cute too. But for now, we are just doing this because I do need samples for my classes this week coming up, my in-person classes. They come in and they have to die cut their own stuff. I did do their butterflies for them. That was a lot of butterflies. But yeah, they'll come in and they'll die cut their own pieces. And then this will be, they like a nice easy card so that they can sit and talk and, you know, more be social with each other than trying to do like a lot of difficult techniques and stuff. And then other times I'll do a little technique class. So that's the time where we are talking less and learning about different ways of stamping, different ways of stamping. Well, different ways. Okay, so we have got a garden green 3.25 by 3.25 and a DSP 3 by 3. And then we just got this from the Stylish Shapes banners. Stylish Shapes, not banners, Stylish Shapes dies. And this cute little butterfly comes from the designer tag dies. I hadn't really even noticed it over here. And I don't know what I was looking for, but I was looking for something. And I spotted the little butterfly, and I thought, well, that will just look super cute. So it's got these really cute tags too, really, and this little rose. Could use this one more. So really cute set. And you'll see I've used this butterfly throughout. And of course, you've got to get your dimensionals in there, get some lift going. And this should be really quick and easy today. We should be finished really quick because, again, all we're doing is layering and stamping some sentiments. I mean, don't you love that? I've done all the things that's taken a long time, which is basically all the paper cutting, you know, because everything's a different size. So there was a lot of paper cutting. Okay, garden green, and I'll be doing a lot more as you place your orders for your kits. So I did get these mini stamping dimensionals, and I find just one cut in half, so it's really just a sliver, works enough for the butterflies. And then the garden green. Now, if you don't have, I'm using 5 different inks today with the stamping. However, you can just use a black ink. You don't have to use all these different colors, and it will still look really cute. So you are much appreciated. Let me stand up for this one because we know how we go with me stamping when it's like further over. Oh, adorable. And then you could take your gems if you want, and you could place a couple of gems in and just take that to the next level. Now, the reason I'm not placing the gems is these are my card classes. When they come in, they're going to use these as their samples, and I'm not I'm not including gems in that because the price is just too much when you start doing that. So I don't want to, you know, I don't want to confuse people and go, oh look, and they'll be looking for the gems, going, well, where are the gems? And I'll be like, no, sorry, love you guys, but oh my goodness. Okay, sometimes I just ramble on a lot. So you see how much paper and cardstock you're getting for this one card, and you're getting that times 2. This is a great value. If you've been watching my videos and you've ever thought about getting one of my card kits, this is the kit to get. Although I'll be regretting it because I'll be cutting so many pieces of cardstock, but it's a labor of love, and I love bringing joy to others. So, wait. Oh no, I forgot to cut this down. Ha ha, made a boo-boo. I was gonna make this with this whole background here, but I thought it actually looked cuter with just making it a little bit smaller. So let me cut that down. Of course, I didn't bring my paper trimmer down with me. Okay, here we go. I'm always very transparent. I'm like, I'll give you my honesty all the time. Okay, 2.5. Whoop. Alrighty. So that's 2.5 by 5.5. I don't even have that written down. I just forgot to cut it down. It's not 5.5. Oh, Sonia, what are you doing, girl? Okay. You know what? Check this out. You made a boo-boo. You cut it too short. Oh, that kind of. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to slice it in half. What? It's not even in half. I just didn't even measure it. I eyeballed that. Because, guess what? We can put this up here, this down there, and then that gap is going to get covered by all these big pieces anyway. See that? Crisis averted. Let's do it. Okay. I haven't cut all my DSP yet because I'm still waiting on some of it. A little kerfuffle in the shipping department. But you know, FedEx, what are you going to do? So, just trying to line that up with the top there. And then when you do this, you'll just want to make sure that it's kind of lined up as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just eyeball it. And this is why I use that liquid, so I can, oh, my eyeballs just went fuzzy. There we go. So I can just move it around a little bit. Scooch it down. And no one is going to be the wiser. Only or the people who watch this video. So there we go. Yes. Okay, so I've got my black DSP here. See, that covers that right up. So even if you were if you wanted to save on DSP, here's a smart thing. I might just be putting 2 pieces in your kit, because I literally have not cut this DSP strip here, and then this just goes right over top, and you're going to save yourself a bunch of DSP. Okay, so if you find 2 pieces in your kit, that's what I've decided to do, because I do have a shortage of DSP at the current minute, due to that shipping incident. I should be getting some on Saturday, but just say something falls through. So we're going to take our black piece of cardstock and just center it as best you can, and that is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then we've got our bubble bath. Yeah, bubble bath. I keep wanting to say bubble gum. Like, no, bubble bath. And then we've got 4 little windows of a black DSP. They're 1 5/8 by 1 5/8. And we've got our cute little, black cardstock. We've got our cute little squares. I'm assuming they're 1 1/2. Forgot to write that down, of course. Let me just measure real quick. Yeah, 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. And let me write that down before I forget. DSP 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. Put that in my little book, because I use this book when I'm writing up my tutorial. So, okay, so you can actually see if you will get the 4 pieces that were cut together, but it might be a little bit of a puzzle piece to put it together. And you could take the time to sit here and try to figure this out if you wanted to. But I don't think it's really going to make that big of a difference. So, oh, look, we found a piece. Look at that. Oh, and then this pink goes with that. There's a little jigsaw puzzle included in this week's class. There you go. So I matched up the little hearts down the middle and then the little pink part here. So we did figure that out. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. If you're not really, you know, into puzzles, just ignore it. And look at this paper. It's got these super cute little letters on the other side. So you could cut them out and use them on a card to see what you want to say. There we go. So we're just going to layer that down. It's just got a little bit of an edge to it. Again, just all layers. Layer, layer, layer. We're really just, that's what today is all about. It's all about highlighting this DSP and using your cardstock. You don't always have to have a bunch of fancy stamping to make pretty cards. You know, sometimes the card will just speak for itself. The paper will speak volumes, in my opinion. With a little accent of a butterfly. And there we go. Kind of going back to the basics with lots of layers. Basics with layers. That's what we're doing. Okay, so what we're going to do now is glue these down. Now, the easiest way to figure out how do I center all this is to work looking at the corner. When you're gluing this down, you're going to look at this corner and you're going to see that that's about even there. And it's about 1/8 of an inch, right? You're going to want to look for about 1/8 of an inch. You see if you do that? So if you line it all up, and then you'll kind of see how much 1/8 of an inch is, because I was going a little bit too fat on that. Fat? Thick? I don't know. You know what I mean. A little too wide. There we go. There's the right word. Again, sleep deprivation is real, people. Anyone else have like just sleep issues lately? It's all because my little kitten's in heat. She's 8 weeks. I mean 8 months old. 8 weeks. She's 8 months old, and I waited I don't know why I was procrastinating, thinking I had a whole year before she went into heat. That was wrong. So she is keeping us up in the middle of the night. Okay. Hopefully it will be over soon. And again, this does not have to be perfect, okay? No one's going to grade you. And if they do, they can give you a gold star. Because when you make a card, if you're like me, you're making it with love in your heart. Okay? So, now, you guessed it. Dimensionals. Now, I didn't layer this because these cards are quite layered with all these dimensionals. And there's more to come. So, I want it still to pop up. Because I want it to feel kind of, you know, luxurious with all these layers on. It is a luxurious card. It's not something you're going to go to the store and see, that's for sure. But I don't get it. People go to the store, they pay like $8, $9 for a card that some machine printed out. And there's no, you know, it's just like flat, or it's got like a little bit of 3D. Like, no. It's so much more fun to make your cards and send them. And I think people appreciate it more when you make it from the heart. From the bottom of your heart, which is what we are stamping now. And I forgot the inside. Of course I did. Hang on. So I've even got a just a regular 5 1/4 by 4, which is going to go on the inside. But for this, we've got, again, this is Stylish Shapes circle dies. The Stylish Shapes, one of the circle die from there. And we're going to put from the bottom of my heart, and we're stamping that in Pretty Peacock. And then we're also going to get Bubble Bath and this cute little floral stamp that comes in that kit too. In that stamp set. It must be fun when, when I'm like tired. You're just watching me say weird stuff. Okay, so we're going to stamp that in the Bubble Bath, and I'm going to kind of put it at an angle. Well, I didn't go quite low enough. That's okay. And then we'll just put this one down there too. And if you wanted to, you could try to. Let's see if I can connect that. There we go. Huh. So I didn't quite reach, so I turned it around and just popped it right on there. It's just a little something extra in them and the inside. Because I like, you know, a little surprise when you open it up. So dimensionals again with this one. So we do have some extra layers here. And we're going to pop that in the middle. See, I added this. I added this black punch circle this morning. I was like, oh, great. Now I'm going to go cut more cardstock. Oh, but it just looked wrong with just the white. So, you know, I'm going to put it in. Okay, again, I am cutting a mini. So you've just got this. If you've got the regular size, you just cut off a small piece, or cut off a little edge piece is what I would do. I would just snip a little piece right here and use that. And then if it's a little piece, you got that little backing to peel off. And then I put this one on the bottom, a little bit of an angle, since it's from the bottom of my heart. And you can get these and kind of just bend them very gently and make them a little bit more 3D like that too. And then again, get your cute gems. You could use the pink or the blue or the green. I would probably, I don't know, I might even use the blue on these ones. But you can just, you know, pop a gem here, gem. You could actually just put one right there and that would look really cute. So that's card 2. We only got 2 more. Oh, and don't forget to put the inside in. Glue that in. Okay. There we go. finish that later. Number 3. The number 3 is this cute one here. Thank you. And you will notice that, I don't know if you have noticed, each of these pieces of DSP is a 3" by 3" square. So that's one. And then this piece is 3" by 3", and then it's cut down into 1.5 by 1.5. So if you have one 6 by 6 piece of paper, cut it off at 3". Cut that off at 3". You've got 1. Cut that into 4. You've got 2. This one, you'll be cutting this in 3 as well. Then you cut it diagonally. Last one, you cut into 1" slices, and that's 4. So that's how you can get that. I know I just stopped in the middle of making cards, and that's how you get this 6 by 6 piece of DSP. So if you wanted to use the one piece, you could literally make these cards, use these layouts, but just use one 6 by 6 piece. But I wanted to use I wanted to showcase all the cute paper in this paper pack. So that's why I did that. Random moments through class. So again, you get all this, look at all this cardstock times 2, because you're going to have enough to make 2 cards. And this is actually thick, very vanilla, which sometimes I don't, always use. I'm always just grabbing white. But when we're using the paper, you really want to match the paper. Because if you used a white base on this, with this very vanilla DSP, might not look the best. Now, this actual piece of paper, it's different on, I've used the same side here, but then when you go over here in the middle, it might look different. So your pieces might not look exactly like this, but they're basically going to have lines on it and be the same color. I hope I'm making sense there to you. So this is just, and look at how pretty that is. Oh my gosh. Again, I'm not going to put a pattern on a pattern because I think that is way too busy, but I really love this side. You could actually roll it this way and change it up a little bit. You could probably do this, but still, to me, that pattern with that pattern, it's too busy for my eyes. So I went this way, but you do you. You do, because we all see the world differently, and we all see, beauty differently. So you do what makes you happy when you're making your cards, okay? Don't ever feel like you just have to copy what someone else is doing. If you look at it and go, oh, I don't really like it, then change it. It's all okay. It's like we craft because it's relaxing, it's enjoyable, and we're putting ourselves on a card is what we're really doing. Just like if you watch Gordon Ramsay and all those cooking shows, they're putting themselves on the plate. Well, we are putting ourselves on these cards. That is how I see it. This is Night of Navy. It's a 3.5 by 3.5 square. And then I've got a little very vanilla, 3.25 by 3.25, and I have cut that into little triangles for you. So you won't have to do it. And then you do this one of two ways. You could glue these pieces to it first, or you can just glue this to it. And apparently I just decided to do it this way. So we can again look for about 1/8 of an inch around the edge there. Why does this look like some kind of like signal flag? Like, get out of the water. I don't know. Sorry, sleep deprivation. I get a little silly. So I got so much to do. My husband's flying back in home. Haven't seen him in a hot minute. So going out to Aiken, South Carolina on Saturday for a demonstrator event that is Brian Pilling from Stampin' Up is going to come visit and say hello, because it's going to be Stampin' Up turned 35 this year, and they're doing 35 events for 35. So it's called 35 for 35. So this again is that 3x3 cut diagonally, and just make sure that you've got both pieces. Don't put it upside down. But even if you did, then you would just have to turn it around this way. because it's only going to go, I think, oh no, just, I don't know. Could you mess that up? Just make sure that if you've got a directional piece of paper, I mean the pattern is going one direction, just like the band, make sure that you're just facing that the right way. And here we go. I actually saw One Direction. I taught my daughter to see Big Time Rush years ago. They were like, I think, a Nickelodeon boy band or something. And One Direction was opening for Big Time Rush. It was so funny. Well, looking back, it was funny. Because they weren't even known then. So we got like a little mini One Direction concert. Okay, this is a Night of Navy. And I used a 2-inch circle punch. And again, I'm just gluing that down into the middle. And we can take this now and throw some dimensionals on the back. And put that on there. I like to put one on each corner, one in the middle, just so it doesn't sag in the middle. We don't need saggy middles, do we? Okay. And eyeball that. And you can put this wherever you want, but I am going to try to center it myself. But if you want to put it down, put it down. Put it wherever makes you happy. Again, we've got that little half piece for our butterfly. You see, I tied this little butterfly into each of the 4 cards. I wanted it all to kind of come together as one. And then we're going to use this cute little thank you stamp that's in this set. I really like the font on this. I think it's really cute. I kind of like the roundness of it, if that makes sense. And I did put that kind of just across the middle. Then it was like, okay, thank you, but there's a lot of space there. So let's fill in that space. So when you have something like this, you can take it. Now we are going to put our butterfly up here. So we've got that covered. But we're going to take that super cute flower again and just give it a little stamp. Let's put a little angle and stamp that there, and it just fills it in visually, so you don't have that big blank space. If I could talk. Okay, there we go. In a couple more dimensionals. Bada bing, bada boom. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm not the fastest when it comes to crafting, I know. Some people are just like super quick. I think, like my friends think I have ADHD. They could be right, but my brain kind of just goes at one speed. So this is the speed you get. You guys might be able to throw this together in half the time. I guess if I'm rushing, but I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you through it either. So there we go. And so that was a 2-inch circle punch. This is a 1 3/4 inch with the Very Vanilla. So this is thick Very Vanilla, and this is regular. We have a thick and a thin. That's what that is. How cute. Just a thank you. This would actually make a great thank you card for a teacher, because it looks like, you know, a book, like a ruled book. You know what I mean. This book's, well, I don't know. It gives me teacher vibes. Okay, and the last one, I think this is my absolute favorite, and I think it's honestly because of this super cute embossing folder, Painted Posies. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to hold it up a little closer so you all can see it. Oh, I lost a piece of paper. I'm going to have to do some more jigsaw puzzles. So again, this is a great value card kit this week. Look, absolutely free when you place that qualifying order. I mean, how can you not? And then the ribbon will be here. I love this ribbon. Love it, love it, love it. It's right here. And it's just, it's a nice, thick, tough ribbon. And it's pretty easy to tie bows and stuff. But I love the color. It's Lost Lagoon. And what's the official name of it is Bordered Ribbon. Lost Lagoon Bordered Ribbon. I guess because it's got this little edge to it. I don't know. But it's one of my faves. I love the color. So glad Lost Lagoon came back to say hello. Love it. So we've got our regular size card base. All my card bases are 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. And nothing fancy with the folds today because it's all about the paper and the layering. Look at this, super cute. It's almost a shame that I covered up, but the embossing on this thing is just, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. What's it called again? Painted Posies embossing folder. Look at the depth, the height on that embossing folder. It's, yes, it's beautiful. You're probably going to see this a lot now that I've pulled it out and started using it. Oh, don't do that. We need our black piece first, which is 5.25 by 4. Again, we're just layering. So many layers, so little time. And you can use, like, take whatever DSP you have and change your colors, and you're going to get a completely different looking card. You're just going to have this really cute layout. So there's that in that bubble gum. I did use a lot, not bubble gum, bubble bath. I did use it a lot because I just love it. It's so fun and springy and happy, and it was just bringing me joy. And I want to bring you guys and my customers who come for my in-person classes, I just want them to look at these cards and feel happy. So this is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, so it's just down by 1/8 to give you that little border edge layer. A little background. Just shimmy that. Again, that's why I use that liquid glue. It's not always perfect, and it doesn't have to be. And sometimes it's not perfect when you glue that down and then you realize, oh, I shouldn't have glued it down yet. Whoops. But you know me, I admit my mistakes. So we can actually just pull that up gently in the corner. What you gonna do? Whoops. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm just gonna grab my scissors under here, kind of like roll it up a little bit. This is what happens. I'm showing you how to fix your mistakes. I wish I was doing it on purpose, but okay. What I would normally do is get some tape and tape that down. I'm going to cut this shorter. This is what to do if you make a boo-boo like I just did. Okay. Normally I would get some, what is that tape called? Seal Plus. And run it on the back there, along here. I'd run my seal. And I would glue that down before I turn it over. But since we're making a boo-boo, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make this work. Put some glue in there. Stick that under there. Put more glue here. And then press it down and hold it. So this one's going to be a little bit further down. We're going to actually pull it up. There we go. Just gonna make it work. We can put it in our favor. I hope if you're following along, you didn't all just glue that down. I'm going to have to put it in the notes there. Like, watch out. I made a boo-boo. Okay. This is actually what I learned, because I did that once. I was following along with someone's YouTube video and they made a mistake, so I made a mistake. So I was like, dang it. So now I kind of like watch ahead a little bit. So my apologies if you just made that mistake, but look how we fixed it. So you should be able to fix that too. There we go. Okie dokie, moving forward. See if I can remember to tell everybody that on Sunday. Okay. Yeah, we made that work. Then we've got our little pieces of Lost Lagoon, and they are 1 1/8 by 3 1/8, and there's 3 of them. And then we have our cute little DSP, and remember this is a 3 by 3 square, and then it's just cut into 1 inch strips. And again, we can play a little, oh, look at that. It just magically lined up. So, you can do a little jigsaw puzzle, and probably, like, I don't think people would even notice if it wasn't lined up, but I'm that kind of person, like, I kind of have to, otherwise it would bother me, because once I saw it, that it wasn't lined up, then I wouldn't be able to unsee it, and then it would bother me when it really shouldn't, but it would. You know how it goes. Okay, so again, just more, whoops, just throwing around. Just more cute layers. I have to say, it was like, it was a lot of fun trying to pick out the matching paper for like the backdrop and then the front. With this one, it was easy because I didn't use another one. I just used this little bit of DSP here. So it made life a little easier. But trying to pick the other ones where it wasn't too busy to the eyes and where I'd have enough paper for everyone when my order comes. Huh. Oh, that stuck to me there. Okay. We're almost done, folks. You've done good. If you hung in this long, you're doing good. Congratulations. Okay. Now, if you want, you could pop those up with more dimensionals. But I was like, there's enough layers on this, and then with the ribbon and everything, that you don't need it. But I think I'm going to stick to that, because with all this, it's got a lot of dimension to it. I think it would just be too much. I mean, you still have to get it in an envelope and mail it. And there's a trick when you're mailing your envelopes, turn your card inside out. And that way, when it's running through the machine, if you're mailing your card this way, what I do is I literally turn my card inside out like this. And then when they run it through, it's the smooth edges, like the postal machine, and all this is being protected by this part. So, happen is it's going to be inside out. You'd be like, why is she doing that? Because I've seen cards get torn up, and even the envelopes, you know, because if you've got embellishments on these, sometimes when you run it through the machine, those embellishments poke through that the envelope and tear it, and just don't want to get a messed up card. So I'm just eyeballing this, putting it across here. Oop, I'll make that one a little wider. There we go. And we're almost done. Almost done. We've got a pretty peacock again, Lost Lagoon. We've got a Lost Lagoon label, and again, that's from Stylish Shapes. And I just did that one flat as well. So we can just, now I'm covering up that ribbon piece because we just want that as like, you know, poking out at the sides. And again, if you wanted to save ribbon, I've done it before, I've had to. I've just cut little pieces to go here to here. That way you're not cutting the whole ribbon across there. But I'm probably just going to cut the whole piece for you guys. So you could even take that whole piece I send you and then cut it into smaller pieces and then make another card. So like I said, great value for your money today. And so you're going to get your product from Stampin' Up, and then you're going to get this completely free with the qualifying order of $35 or more prior to shipping and tax. I think just go ahead and add in another pack of DSP, whatever, and get your order up to $50 before shipping and tax, and get these really cute gems for free. Yes, but you must use that host code. Okay, when your order's under $150, use the host code. And we're going to pop this down. If your order's over $150, you just need to be joining my team, because you could be saving yourself money every time you order. Okay? And the order special right now, the join special, I mean, we stamp that in Lost Lagoon. That way. The join special, oh my gosh, right now, it's like an extra, you get $56 of free products. So you pay $99 and you get, what's 56 plus 99? Oh, I can't do math, I'm too tired. But you pay $99 and you get an extra $56 in free product. Hang on, I can do it if I write down 56, 99, 9, 10, 50, 155. So pay $99, get $155 worth of free product. That is $56 extra in free stuff. Then, when you place your next order, you're getting 20% off immediately, and you have opportunities to take that 20% and make it 25% and 30%, and etc., etc. I don't know what percent it stops at, but there is a limit. But did you know that most people who join for the discount? And did you know that Stampin' Up is a-okay with that? And that your purchases, your own personal purchases, count towards your quarterly minimums. I know people, that scares people when you say there's quarterly minimums. Gets a little scary, but trust me, it's very easy to spend that. I'm my own best customer for many years because it was very easy to spend that money on myself every quarter. It's not a lot. It's $300. I'll tell you right now, don't be scared. $300 every 3 months. Easy to do. Place one order, did you know when you place your order too, that you get the discount, you get, when it's over 150, there is rewards, host rewards. You can place your order, get your 20% discount, and get your host rewards when your order's over $150. What? Like, why wouldn't you join? Why wouldn't you join? And then you just get some friends, have a friend or two, and, you know, sell a couple of things to them each month to have a class with them, you know? So it's a great deal. Most of the people on my team, they're here for the discount. They're here for the friendships. They're here for the fun. And that is our card class this week. I hope you loved it. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I probably did. I did. Sorry. But what you gonna do? Do you like these? Let me know in the comments. I hope you do. I hope you get your order in and you get this free card kit. This is a great value. Look how much cardstock and paper is in this. I'm probably taking a hit on it this week. I probably am, but my heart said this needs to go out to some people, and so that's what I'm doing. Following my heart this week. Okay, I hope you guys love it. Remember, use that host code. And if you haven't liked and subscribed to this video, to this channel, please do. Follow me on Facebook. I'm at Links by Ink. And sign up for my email list. Everything's in the details below. If I can actually speak today. I need more coffee. Where's my coffee, folks? Okay, I hope you love it. I hope you have an amazing weekend coming up. And yeah. I think that's it. I just need coffee. Okie dokie, guys. Have a great one. Look at this. I love this. I so love this. We need to use this more. Okay. Bye now.